I'm here with Cameron Emerson, quarterback of the Reed Raiders, and we're going to dive into and start with a lot of changes in Reed Raider football this offseason. You guys had 5 straight regional championships, and then Damani Ranch kind of dethroned you right there. And then you wake up and you look on Twitter, and everybody's saying Coach Howren's gone, and I mean it's a crazy morning then, and then you find out just a few short months ago you have a guy that's been just about everywhere in Northern Nevada, Tony Amatia, Coach Wooster, Minogue, Damani. You find that out. We're gonna start with last year, Cam. 31-7 at half. You guys are up.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very exciting first half, and then the second was just as exciting for Damani Ranch. 49-45 was the final, and you guys lost that regional title game. Can you kind of just take us through your thoughts, first quarter all the way to the end, what you're thinking?
All right, I'll try and break it just through the first half, and I'll go second half. First half was just, kind of our usual routine that we've been doing past however many weeks. Everything's working. Game plan is going just as we expected it. Everything's following through. We had the first couple drives where, we only got a field goal, then we got stopped. But after that, just everything's going. Our defense is getting stops like they usually do. Second half, we come out, and then, they start getting the hang of things. And then they start clicking. That first kickoff they return. And then it was kind of hard. Their offense was just staying on the field a lot longer. It was kind of frustrating for offense being on the sideline, just kind of waiting. Then we get out there, and just simple mistakes were taking us down, and things like penalties and getting pinned back, like 1st and 15, 1st and 20, stuff like that, getting big plays called back. And so that's kind of frustrating. Then we'd get off the field, and their team would have it for 4 or 5 minutes, and it just, wait and get back on the field. And then so just turnover events, fumbles, interceptions, stuff like that, and it's just the way the game goes, I guess.
And you throw that ball up, and it's picked off, and that's probably going to be the end of the game, and 49-45 will probably be the final.
Mm-hmm.
What's going through your mind? You're a junior, so obviously you got a year left, but you have great seniors, and you don't want to disappoint. What's going through your mind right there?
I knew at the situation we were in, if we got the ball in the end zone, it was going to be, something to talk about. It was going to be a story. It was going to be, not likely, but it would have been possible for sure. And, just those last few play calls were just, that's your receiver you throw to, try and make it a good ball. And, you kind of get stuck in the moment. And just that last drive, they were kind of just dropping guys deep, which is what you should do. And, we were thrown right into it, running right into it, and so we kind of got stuck in that last drive a little bit.
Now, on a brighter note, last year
Mm-hmm.
you guys had Trey Bussey. You had phenomenal players left, right, whatnot. Can you kind of just quantify or just describe that senior class that just graduated and what they meant to you as I know you're coming into your senior year, and you were a very tested junior, but the thing is, they probably taught you a few things along the way. What did that senior class mean to you?
It meant a lot. I mean, they were definitely a small senior class. I think it was in between 10 to 13 at the beginning, and I think it dropped down to 11 or 12 at the end of it. I'm not really sure the exact numbers, but and most of them are starting. I think only a couple of them were starting, but they're really smart. I think half of them were on varsity since they were sophomores. A good chunk of them, maybe 4 or 5. And so they knew a lot. And, they were experienced at the level, and, they won a couple regional titles themselves. And so we were looking up to a lot of them, and they helped out a lot, especially me being the quarterback. And them, Robert, Mike, Trey, they're like, hey, you got I'm the one getting them the ball. I'm the one, leading everything. So they were really good at keeping me calm and just keeping me relaxed. I would tell my buddies, sometimes it's funny, I would walk up to the line and be really nervous. I'm only a junior, I don't know much. And I would just, look to my left and right, and I would have Robert Farrell, Mike Spivak, Stein, Otawafi on the line, Lucas Bigford. I would have Leo Valdivia and Trey Bussey next to me, and it's like, all right, I'm pretty comfortable now. So it kind of shows like what those seniors would do. They just kind of brought that comfort, and you could trust them.
Absolutely. And I being on the sidelines, I saw this guy rip you a new one, and I saw this guy hug you like he was your second. You were a second son. Ernie Howard, let's go to the day that you heard he went to Bishop Manogue. What's going through your mind, and how did you hear about it?
Well, it was the first day back from, I think, one of our vacations. I can't remember exactly which one, but we were going to get started from starting our workouts for the off season and stuff like that, getting in to the new season. We have our whole entire new team. All the new juniors were now the new seniors. And we're getting ready to go. We're going to hand out our syllabus. We have our parents sign, just usual stuff. And then he sits us down in the weight room after we take roll and stuff and just says, I'm resigning from the Reed High football coaching job. And we're like super, super shocked. We were all kind of silent, and we didn't really know at first he was going anywhere else. We thought maybe he's just retiring, maybe going to college. Like, these are split-second thoughts coming to our mind. And then he says, we ask him, where are you going somewhere else? And he says, yeah, I'm taking the job at Manogue. And we're just, the first thing I thought is just like, who's our new coach going to be? Like, what's he going to change? What's he going to do? Like, we don't have time to change a lot of things. Like, we can't, what we've been doing has worked. We don't want someone to come in and say, all right, I'm changing everything. And that was the biggest worry, I think. But definitely, you could see the pain in his eyes. It wasn't like he was saying, all right, peace out, guys. Like, he was tearing up, choking up when he's telling us. And, the guy's been here for 20 years. He's done great things, and you can kind of just see the pain in his eyes. And you can help kind of get pain yourself, especially me being quarterback, neck on his hip, the whole entire season, every day, even at school sometimes talking to him. And so it definitely hurt, and it definitely brought a lot of questions to your mind. But at the end of the day, we kind of look around. We had, almost like 35 seniors, so we knew we would be all right.
And I remember texting, you and I having a texting conversation about just Tony Aventia, and that me knowing his background, he was going to be a good coach here. What has he shown so far? It's only been a couple of months, but Coach Aventia, what does he mean to you guys so far?
He's really good. He's gained a lot of our trust, which is good. He did that quick, and that was his main goal. He wouldn't. He would say it to the whole entire team, like, "Oh, I want to get your guys' trust," and try pressure on us. But he would talk to me a couple times one-on-one. Just the main thing I'm trying to do is gain your guys' trust, and let I'm not here to mess up everything and change everything. And he's done a great job. It feels different, of course. We have a whole new coaching staff, new system, and stuff like that. But it feels comfortable. It feels different, but it feels comfortable, and it feels like we can do the things we've been doing the past years, just in this new little way, little small wrinkles and stuff here and there. But he's definitely made it a lot more comfortable and made the transition really, really easy for us.
Now you have Joseph Schmidt. Josiah Schmidt. I'm sorry.
No.
Josiah Schmidt, and then you got a pretty decent line, and I don't know, younger receiving core.
Yeah, Isaac McCoy and Grant Cotter are returners from last
Cotter's, year. I remember Cotter from last year. It's going to be a new system as far as guys. You're not having the Trey Bussies back, and you graduated some guys, but it's going to be a new offense in some respects. In others, it's more of the same. What's your expectation? You're the head guy. What do you expect from yourself and from the offense this year?
I expect, the same success, if not better. Our offense was putting up great numbers last year, and I think we can do the same thing this year. Our stuff is connecting, our timing is on, everything's working well, and we've only been attacking this offense for a few weeks now, and it's already looking good. I think our guys that we have are great. Josiah Schmidt is phenomenal. The times he has gone in, even that regional championship, was having long touchdown runs. He's just a phenomenal athlete. our receiving core is going to be very well. I mean, Isaac McCoy was on varsity as a sophomore with me, so he's kind of had the experience. Grant Carter's doing a great job, and I think our offensive line is going to do really well as well. They're young, and we have a couple of guys that are going to be seniors, but I think they're going to get the hang of things really well.
Absolutely, and to touch on things, we're putting last year in the rearview mirror, but a lot of talk. High Desert Sierra, yes, they're different leagues, but not only are you going to be taking on Coach Howren at Minogue, which that's going to be a weird feeling when you guys take them on because that is surely on the schedule, but Demonte Ranch claims they're Kings of the North now this year. You guys have been to 5 straight regional championships. What do you have to say to the naysayers that are like, Reed's reign is over?
I mean, I feel like just because we lost the regional championship, they would say that, but you have to remember that we still went to the region. Like, we're still capable of going there and winning it. It's not like we had a season where we won 2 games and we're like, okay, it's over. It's like we went all the way, we just didn't quite finish it. There was a 4-point difference, and it's not like it's going to change, the past decade. All that stuff has happened, and we're still going to continue on that train and keep things rolling. I think we're more than capable of doing it again and, starting something new, and just, I think we're definitely capable of that.
And with that being said, obviously, football, we never like to put exact numbers on things, but outlook and expectations for this year, what are they from your perspective?
What do you mean?
Just last year you made it to the regional championship. Do you expect to take back your title, or do you expect just to be fortunate to get back into the playoffs? I mean, what is the expectation from your perspective?
I would say goal. I would say our goal rather than expectation. I mean, our goal is always to, undefeated season, win league, win region. Get up, play some Vegas teams, stuff like that. That's always our goal. I mean, we would want nothing less than that. Expectations are a little different. I mean, you don't really know what to expect until we get on the field. But I would definitely say our goal is to get back up there. I know we're capable of it, and I know we can do it, but that's definitely one of our goals.